Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making Greek baked ziti in the Copper Chef Wonder Cooker XL. Okay, I'm starting out here my Copper Chef Wonder Cooker. I've preheated, and I have roughly about 2 pounds of ground beef here. This isn't lean, so I'll be draining the fat off after this browns. And while that starts to brown, I'm going to toss in 1 small onion I diced up. And that's my oven coming up to temperature. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to brown this beef and saute this onion. Okay, now that my ground beef is halfway browned, I got 2 cloves of garlic that I diced up. They're going in. And I'm just going to continue to fry this until my ground beef is all browned up. Okay, now that my ground beef is brown and my onions are translucent, I'm going to add in 2 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. I'm going to add in a 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I'm just eyeballing this, guys. I'm going to add in a 1.5 teaspoons of oregano. That's dried oregano. I'm going to add in a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And a teaspoon of lemon juice. And I'm just using the bottled lemon juice. I'm just going to put a cap full, and that's about 1 teaspoon. Alright, now I'm going to allow this to cook over low heat for a few minutes for those flavors to blend together in there. Okay, now that my beef is cooked for a while and the flavors are mixed, in a large skillet I have 3 tablespoons of butter that I melted. I'm going to stir in or whisk in 3 tablespoons of flour. We're going to make some homemade Alfredo sauce to go in this. And I'm just going to stir this for a little bit till it blends together and starts to thicken up a little bit. You just want to do this till you get the flour taste out of your roux. This is called a roux, by the way. If not, it's going to taste like a big pot of flour. And the way you do that is you let it cook for just a minute here. That'll cook the flavor out, the flour flavor out of there. So I'm just going to let that go for just a minute here. I'll keep you on camera because this isn't going to take long. And this is how the folks down south like to make gravy. Us northerns, we make it a little different, most of us do, but there's nothing wrong with making it this way either. I'm not knocking them. Okay, now I allowed that to cook for just a minute. I'm going to add in 3 cups of whole milk. And I'm just going to whisk that in there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my heat up, bring this up to a gentle boil, and I'm going to stand here and whisk it constantly until it thickens up some. I won't keep you guys on camera and put you through that torture. I'll bring you back in a minute. Right now that my sauce is starting to thicken up here, and it's gone for about 5 minutes, and I've been stirring it, whisking it, I'm going to add in 1 cup of fresh shredded Parmesan cheese. I had to think there for a second. I just shredded this a few minutes ago off camera. And I'm going to put in about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You don't need that much because the cheese is salty. And a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I'm just going to stir this quick to blend the cheese in there. You guys can see how nice and thick and luscious this cheese sauce is. I'm going to turn my heat off. I have a pound of ziti over. It's not baked yet, that I just boiled to the directions on a box. I'll bring it over in front of the camera in a minute. I'm going to dump this Alfredo sauce over top of it. And like I said, I'll bring it over here in shot of the camera in a second. Let me get rid of this frying pan. Alright guys, I'm just going to stir this in to the pasta. I'm going to coat it well. I'm going to play musical chairs here with my pans. Now, if you were to do this in a regular 9x13 baking pan, you would start out by browning the ground beef and the onion in a skillet. Now, here's the part where you bring in your 9x13 greased baking pan. I just dumped the beef mixture out of here and gave this a quick wipe. You would spray this with cooking spray, but there's no need with the Copper Chef. I'm going to go ahead and get my pasta and Alfredo sauce in here. So let me scrape this pot to get all this goodness out. And I got a drop or two on the floor of sauce, but that's no problem. Not a big goodies for the dogs. They'll take care of that. Okay, let me smooth that out there. I'm going to take my beef mixture and I'm going to dump that down over top of the pasta. And I'm just going to smooth this out, even it out in there the best I can. It don't have to be perfect, just as long as there's a little bit in every bite. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Alright, now I have some shredded mozzarella cheese here. This is just pre-packaged. It's not hand shredded. I'm going to put a healthy coating over our baked ziti. We got a nice coating so it gets nice and cheesy for you while it bakes. And I would say I'm probably going for about 2 cups of cheese. Maybe a hair over. Alright guys, this is looking good. A little touch-up work here and there. And lastly, I'm going to finish this with a little Italian seasoned breadcrumb. We're just going to put a light coating over top. And this will help develop a nice crust on top as this bakes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in a 350 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes uncovered until it gets all melted and bubbly. Okay guys, I took this out of the oven, left it rest for that 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and fix up a plate and see what we got. Alright guys, let me get in here and give this a taste. Start out with a little bit of ziti. It's really good. Ziti's tender. Try a little bit of ground beef. It's really good, well seasoned. That's really good, guys. Alright, there you have it. Greek baked ziti in the Copper Chef Wonder Cooker XL. Give it a try. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.